Krishna, Krishna. So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for braving the New York weather to be here with us on another wonderful Sunday morning for the Bhagavat Sravana program. So nice to have you all with us. And I'd like to offer a big congratulations and round of applause to Krishna Chandra Prabhu for leading his first Hello! So he's done it before at other events, but as he was mentioning, first time in the temple in front of the baby, so it was very nice. Thank you so much, Krishna Chandra Prabhu.
Thanks, man.
So we have this program every week for those of you who are here for the first time. And we have a little kirtan. Kirtan, as I was mentioning earlier, is glorification, coming from the word kir, to glorify. So glorification of the Lord. And we're all gathered here in front of the temple altar, where we have deities of Radha and Krishna and Gaura Chandra, Lord Chaitanya, who came about 500 years ago, just over, in order to teach us this chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra and to glorify also Radha and Krishna. He is the combined form of Radha and Krishna, so an incarnation in that sense of Krishna. So, we thank you all very much for being here, and we're very blessed and fortunate today to have with us one of our saintly monks who lives here, stays at the Bhakti Center, and also travels around all over the world. He is a universal traveler. He goes wherever those people want to hear the beautiful messages about Krishna and spiritual life. So he is not just your average monk, but he comes from a background working in the corporate, where he was very highly esteemed, very much in demand, and he sacrificed and gave all of that up to dedicate his life to helping others by teaching the science of bhakti and knowledge of spiritual life. So we're very fortunate to have with us His Grace Sundarnath. So thank you very much. Round of applause for Sundarnath. And the topic today will be the elephant Gajendra's crisis. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Thank you.
This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. 4 chapters. 3 chapters speaks about Gajendra.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Nidamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Kristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavati Paschati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, welcome you all.
Canto 8, Sukadeva Swami is describing about the Manus. Manu means father of mankind. In the universal time, it is this world is created by Brahma, as you know, as per the Vedic tradition, so this material world. And in Brahma's life, he lives for like 100 years, as per his timeline. And each day, he gets up, because he's awake 12 hours, he sleeps 12 hours. So when he sleeps, all the lower planets, they get annihilated. And then when he gets up morning, again he creates all the lower planets, including the circle planet. He creates again. So his day is divided into 14 parts. It's called 14 manus. Each day is. So here in Bhagavatam, we say Bhagavatam is a historical narration of what happened in the history of creation, from creation. So he is narrating about the different manus. So in the fourth manu, Brahma's day, it is in present day. In the fourth manu, so this episode of this pastime of Gajendra happened. So we'll come to that in a while. So we have like 14 manus. He said that right now we are after 7th manu. So this is way long back. So one manu itself is 75 yuga cycles. Means there are 4 yugas. Right now we are in an age called Kali Yuga, where quarrel and hypocrisy is prominent. Quarrel is very much prominent at this age. And previous ages, the Satya, Dwapara and Treta, it's not so much. So the cycle, it always repeats these ages. Like that 75 times in the repeat, these 4 cycles called one manu. It's quite very long time it is back this happened. So this happened in a place called Trikuta mountain. So in this chapter, it's described about how this mountain is, and then Gajendra about himself, and then how a crocodile attacks him and what he does. So this is a very beautiful mountain. It is in the heavenly planets, not the earthly planet. So it's surrounded by milk ocean. It's a very big mountain. That is, the height is 10,000 yojana, that is 80,000 miles. The height of the mountain is. So it's in the different planet altogether. Height and length and breadth, everything is there. So even at 80,000 miles width also. So this mountain has 3 principal peaks. It's made of one is iron, silver, and gold. Then the sky is beautiful, everything. Heavenly planets, so very much. And then these peaks all have this all these nice jewels and nice trees, creepers, different kinds of fruits and all. It's mentioned about these fruits, how they are unheard of, the fruits here. So many different kinds of fruits without seeds and all mentioned. So this mountain has so many waterfalls. It's very pleasing waterfalls, and then so it's beautiful. So anybody would like to go there, nobody wants to come back. So it's so beautiful mountain and all the surroundings were. And then it's surrounded by milk ocean, and the milk waves are always hitting the mountain, and then there are because of the waves hitting, many jewels and emeralds are getting produced on the shore of this, on the bottom hills of this mountain. And this mountain has many caves. And then they are full of denizens of heavenly planets in those caves, singing and all. And then there are so many lions and all, they're roaring. And because of the echo, they think that another lion is there. So in these mountain valleys, there are so many animals, and very perfectly, the nature is at best at this place. With all the So again, so many jewels and all this crystal clear water. So even the inhabitants of heaven, they all come there to take the bathe there, and then it's very pleasing atmosphere. So in that near that mountain, there is this one garden, Ritunath garden, its name is. So it belonged to a great devotee of Varuna. And then it's a very favorite place for everyone to come in that garden, especially. So on that garden is all this, so like this description goes on, like there are 9 to 19 verses, we'll not go in detail, but then 11 verses, Bhagavatam talks about the beauty of this garden itself. So in lakes in the garden, the bumblebees, birds, all so many things. And also this garden has so many lotus flowers and so many other flowers that the pollen of lotus is always floating in the garden, always the lotus. So in this beautiful garden, so many trees and fruits. So the entire mountain with the garden, with the lakes, and with the waterfalls, and all, it's very desiring place. And there is, in that many residents are there. Among them, one is this Gajendra. His name is Gajendra. Gajendra means, Indra means the king, and Gaja means elephants. So he is the king of the elephants. So his name itself is king of the elephants. So he enters the garden along with many his female friends, elephants. The whole herd of elephants with the baby, with cubs and so many elephants, they all enter this garden. And then Gajendra is very powerful. He has, so while entering, he is very strongly built, very powerful. And all, he has so much of strength that while entering the garden, he is uprooting many trees and plants and creepers, and so that he can make way, he is heading, and everybody is following, the whole pack is following him. And then while entering, he is just uprooting everything, so to making ways, because he loves his family, some of the other family. So we see that in the herd of elephants, there are always the male ones, they are some powerful ones, they are the protector of the herd. They all go in herds, not they never stay alone. They are all moving in herds. So they purposely they display their power. If it's just without any reason, they just go and uproot some trees and trees and plants and so like that. Gajendra is the superlative of that. Normal elephant. So though so many thorns are getting pricked, he is not caring. So it's mentioned in Purport that like a powerful man or woman, they think that they are very powerful. When they take so many difficulties to just maintain themselves and their families, they forget all the difficulties, all the pains they undergo. Got to maintain their power, career, and wealth and all. It's not easy, so but they keep on going with that, with all the pain. So like that, Gajendra here is depicted as a common man, or a person who is just immersed in enjoying his life. So he's moving with his heart. So seeing him just by his scent, so many other animals, lions, tigers, and all different type of ferocious animals, they all would run away in fear. So they would just run away from him because he's so powerful. When the king of the lion and all, they all run away seeing him. Not seeing him, even the smell. He's always intoxicated. So and then small animals like foxes, monkeys, and others, they were not afraid. He would not mind them because they were so small. He's so built that they are like small insects for them, the small animals. So he would not bother them, but still they will still not come near him. They would go somewhere else where he's coming. So he is always surrounded by other elephants, and then as he's walking, the whole mountain will tremble. So you can imagine that huge mountain tremble when he walks. So like it's unimaginable how much big this elephant is. So that's why everybody would run away from there. And then he's pulling the trees, and then tree personnel is perspiring, and he's always drinking nectar. The bumblebees would bring him the nectar, and then he's always drinking intoxicated, and his vision is overall in his intoxicated state. And then the liquor is dripping from his mouth. So in an intoxicated way, he's very much enjoying, and then he's going with his all different friends. So while going, if they all felt thirst. So then so elephants have this unique nature. They can identify water from far distances. And their senses are very strong in identifying water. So he just smelled the dust of lotuses, the pollen, the lotus smell from far, he smelled. Then he understood that, okay, in this direction, this lake is there. So he identified. Even there are these elephants, even if there is a rain in the African jungles, elephants, when in the summer season, hardly any rain comes, but when the rain comes, if the rain comes like 100 miles, 200 miles far, they can sense it. And then they start walking towards that direction where the rain came. So there are different theories are there, that their feet, they can feel the vibration of rain, or hear, especially, they can scent the smell of rain from far distance, water especially. So by his scent, smelling the lotus smell, lotus flowers, so he understood that lotus flowers means water in this. So to quench his thirst, with all associated, they arrived at this lake. And then in the lake, he bathed thoroughly and then relieved his fatigue, drank water and all. So after drinking water and all with this lotus-filled lake, he started playing with all his fellow elephants. He started pouring water on them, and then he's making tumultuous noise there and then disturbing all the inhabitants of those lakes. They were all get disturbed because he's such a huge elephant, he's such a personality that everybody getting disturbed there. So with all this disturbance, he drank this water and all. Some residents didn't like the disturbance, and especially the king of the crocodile. He is also a very powerful crocodile in that lake. He didn't mind elephant coming and drinking water and going, but being there, he didn't go. He's just playing with all his elephant friends and female elephants, and then just making all the noise. So the crocodile didn't like, he just caught his leg.
That was the best picture so far, Bhavan.
I know. Can't believe it happened in real life. Like a real picture.
Start this again.
Yay.
Did we want to see that?
It was on, what is it, suspense. We built in suspense. Okay, too much suspense, bro.
There's some relief connection. Crocodile of technology has caught me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We're all feeling caught in. Seemed to work on the other side better.
So this crocodile caught the attacked elephant and caught the leg. So Gajendra thought, okay, I'm so powerful. What will this crocodile do? Like this here, he just wants to pull it out, pull his leg out. The crocodile is also very powerful. He was not able to easily get out of the clutches of crocodile. So he tried his best. He tried his best. First he said, he thought nothing was there, but then later he understood that's very powerful. Then his wives and all other elephants, they all started crying. Instead of doing anything, they just, on the shore, they started crying. And they tried to pull him also. Some other male elephants tried to pull him out of water. But he couldn't be rescued. So, they were all trying to pull him, but nothing happened. And then the crocodile and this elephant kept on fighting in the water. The elephant's Gajendra wants to come out of the water, and crocodile is pulling him back. So they would come out for some time, but he would put one step out of the water, but crocodile again pulls him back. This went on for 1,000 years. Nobody gave up. Didn't give up. They were like determined to kill each other, or determined to. Gajendra wanted to just escape, but crocodile didn't want to leave him. 1,000 years they fought. And then even the demigods were surprised, all the demigods who come there and all seeing that, they come and see, they're still fighting. They went back to their heavenly planets, enjoyed, again they come back to enjoy it, still they're fighting. And nobody will intervene because that's how nature, we leave the nature to take its own course. so they didn't intervene, and this crocodile and demigod, this Gajendra, kept on fighting. For 1,000 years it had passed. So nothing changed. So then Gajendra realized that what's happening. So what's happening here is, he's powerful, but he's in a foreign place. Water is not for elephants. Elephant is a land animal. So after fighting, he didn't have food, he didn't have anything, so his strength diminished. And mainly he lost his mind became weak, and senses became dull, and body became weak. On the other hand, the crocodile has no difficulty because it's water animal, it is water entity. So crocodile is getting its food somehow, just with water. It is mentally strong and essentially, and then it's very encouraged that the elephant is getting weakened. So this is Prabhupada explains in the purport here in this verse, that we should see where we place ourselves. If you put ourselves in a place where we become weak, then we stop our practicing our devotion practices. Prabhupada mentions that wherever one is, in whichever situation where he doesn't lose his strength, means not just physical, it is mental and emotional strength. So one should have that, then one can practice their spiritual practices. So Prabhupada go on, purport explaining that how one has to situate himself in one proper ashram. So we have 4 ashrams: Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa ashram. So ashram is like a shelter. It's like the abode, shelter, where one can properly practice devotional service. So one has to situate oneself in proper ashram based on how his or her psychological, physiological needs are. And then go on practicing that way. At least the place, one surround himself with a proper ashram, then he can practice. Also about what association a person keeps, about what friends and whatever this person keeps, that also determines. So if we are in association of materialistically enjoyed people always, and we also have get that tendencies and our spiritual practices will stop. So the place is very important. So here Gajendra is in a place, foreign place, where just being there, he is becoming weaker. Not to speak of fighting him. So that's why we have to see what is our situation, our work, our family, is it going, is it helping us or it's making us weaker? Then we have to change the situation. Instead of fighting with ourselves all the time and pushing ourselves, sometimes we have to retrospect that, what is our situation is, where is it going to, is it helping us, the surroundings and our place and all, or it is making us weaker. Sometimes some toxic relationships, they make very weak, it affects everything. So we have to see that, how to fix that relation, or how to see, or we have to see what to do. So that's important, where we are knowing which place we are in. So Gajendra understood that I am in a weaker place. So there's no use. I keep on fighting for another 1,000 years, it's not going to help me. And crocodiles understood that Gajendra is getting weak, and this is my place, I'm not going to give up. So like that is, Prabhupada says Maya of crocodile. So it is catching us. So by the time, the moment we are born, our death is fixed, right? Everybody is going to die. So this time, the form of crocodile has got our leg already, in the form of death. So now, it's a matter of time. How long will survive? One day we have to succumb. But how long it will survive is of course, it's not determining that. But in the process of we're fighting with our death, how are we going to overcome that? So that's what we learn from this Gajendra pastime. So he's also in the situation like how. So we may not have directly crocodile caught our leg, but yes. So Prabhupada also mentions Padam Padam Yatri Padam. In this world there is a danger at every step. So we don't know what will happen next. Are we prepared? So like that, always the crocodile has caught us, crocodile of time, in the form of death. It's only a matter of time when it will devour. So that's why, so we have to see that our place is important. That way. So he's introspecting like that. So he's thinking that I cannot be saved. Now that the danger is I'm going to get killed. He didn't want to die. He wanted to die like that. And he couldn't say that he couldn't save. He could understand that his family, his others couldn't save, anybody couldn't save, and he himself could not save. So then he understood, and then he said that only I should take shelter of Lord, Supreme Personality of God, Krishna. So he thought that only by Krishna's shelter only I will be able to get saved. like this world is with full of dangers. So we are struggling for the existence. So those who are pious only can take shelter of Lord. Like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentions that 4 types of pious people come to Lord. So everybody is struggling and everybody is having this, so, but the material world, the material nature, it presents such a nice way that there is nice cars, nice roads, nice facilities, and then everybody thinks that, oh, life is nice, life is going on so nice, so happy. So, but don't know when any accident can happen. Are we prepared for our final exam? That is the death. So that is only a pious person who is God conscious person can introspect and prepare himself. Now we all prepare. We prepare for retirement, we prepare for our children's education. So much of preparation we do. That is all we are doing in this life. But what about the life after? So that is a pious person, a person who is God conscious. He thinks not only in this life, but he thinks of the life after. There is Shreyas and Preyas. Shreyas means one who just thinks about Preyas means who just thinks about immediate happiness. What is that immediately comes for me? So life is, the material world presents so nicely everything. But always there are calamities. And we keep seeing calamities happening. But we think that it will not happen to me. So that's going on like that. So once one Yaksha, it comes to Mahabharata, Yudhishthira Maharaj was asked that Yudhishthira Maharaj asked, this Yaksha asked different questions. That's a different story altogether. But this one question he asked is that, what is the surprising thing in this material world? And then Yudhishthira Maharaj says that, Hani hani bhutani gachanti amalayam sheshastavaram ichanti gachanti amalayam sheshastavaram ichanti. So he's telling that everybody is facing death. But the surprising thing is that but everybody is thinking that I will not face death. That is very surprising thing. So like that it is. One should not be paranoid also, but it's just preparation. One has to be just prepared to see how to prepare for this final exam. So he thought, so I cannot do anything, so I'll just teach. So how can I overcome this? So one is beyond death. I have to take shelter of one who is beyond death. That is the Supreme Lord. Even death personified is fearful of him. So he wants to take shelter of the Supreme Lord. He gets that thought that let me take the shelter of Supreme Lord because he is the only one who can protect me. So Krishna is telling Mrityu Sarvasaham Chaham. So I am devouring death. The Vishwarup is showing, he is telling I am the cause of death. So yeah, even in Prabhupada means that devotees also face death, but their death and a conditioned soul, person who is just committing sinful activities and enjoying, his death are different. Because the devotee's death, he is going back to Krishna. He is going for eternal life, but another conditioned soul. He has to take birth again in different species, again to suffer for his reactions. So, Gajendra is, now he understood that I should take shelter of the Lord and he is surrendering to Lord. So the next chapter, he offers prayers to the Supreme Lord. That's chapter 3. So Gajendra is, in a previous birth, he is a king. His name is King Indradumna. He's a very pious king, and his whole life he led a very devotional life. So at the end of, he gave up his kingdom and then he went to forest. Indradumna, this king, he went to the forest and he is performing, he built a cottage forest and he is performing penances to perfect his life because like kind of retirement. So he is performing these penances. One day, he is the king of southern province in India, Malaya province, like Tamil Nadu, like Malaya province. So there, in the Malaya jungles, he made his cottage and he is performing his penance. Once Agastya Muni, the great sage Agastya, comes to that place. And Agastya is coming with his followers and he is traveling from long distance. And then he saw this in a hermitage, a cottage. Then he came in to that. And Indradumna is in a deep meditation, in trance. He didn't notice Agastya coming there. He didn't notice him. So he is still in this deep trance. So Agastya saw that now this king, this Indradumna is not welcoming him. Agastya became angry. And he cursed him. You are dull and you are not respecting a guest. So become an elephant. He curses Indradumna. So after that, Indradumna, he comes to conscious, he comes out of his trance. And then he understood that he has been cursed. But he takes it as the will of the Lord. Even Agastya also is a great sage, but he curses Indradumna because against the will of the Lord. Not out of his anger, but Lord wants to deliver Indradumna. But in a unique way. So Lord arranged like that. So because of that curse, he became an elephant. And then he is next life. And then he is Gajendra and he is enjoying his life nicely. Then when crocodile attacked him, then he understood. He remembered one mantra he was chanting in previous life. So he started remembering at this time when he wanted to take surrender of Supreme Lord, he understood who can help me at this time, he was in this crisis. Then he understood only Supreme Lord can help me. And what to do for this? Then he immediately his remembrance came back. He remembered a mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo, he remembered mantra. So that is what the first verse in this chapter says, that in previous birth he remembered the Krishna's grace. So Krishna says, from me remembrance and gratefulness comes. So he remembered this mantra when he was chanting in glorification of the Lord. So Prabhupada again writes in this purport that though we are having so many difficulties in our practices, in our chanting and all, but one should always chant Hare Krishna, especially Hare Krishna mantra, so that in the times of crisis we can always remember this mantra. We should practice that, chanting this mantra, so that in the times of crisis we can remember. Even if we didn't perfect our life, but if we remember always this mantra, one mantra, then that mantra will protect. Even if we take a different life, an animal life, Prabhupada writes that in case of Gajendra, how? Because he sincerely was chanting and following his practices earlier, so he remembered that in the crisis moment of this life, though he was enjoying so much. So that's what Prabhupada is mentioning, how our practices is that our chanting especially should be anudinam, every day it is after chanting, every day, with the rounds which we have fixed around. And in all this time we should remember a lot this mantra, to mantra chanting. And also he says, there are different mantras are there. So some mantra, whatever mantra one likes, some like Nrsimha mantra, some likes different mantras. So whatever mantra likes, one has to always remember. And then he gives example of Ajamil. Ajamil also comes in 6th canto. How he is also practicing nicely, and then but he fell down. He left his practices. So then later he called out for his son Narayan. When the crisis came in his life, when Imrutas came, because he could practice for many years when he was young. But later, with bad association with a prostitute, he gave up his practices. For many years, he gave up his practices. He became old, almost 80 plus years. At the fag end of his life, when Himadutas came to take to the death, then he remembered and he called out Lord's name because he had been chanting Narayana earlier. So that's why he kept his son's name Narayana and he called out. So like the different examples are there here. Gajendra also saying here. So then he remembered that and he started offering prayers to the Supreme Lord. And he very methodologically and very systematically offered prayers. He offers prayers. We left some time, whatever time we have, we'll discuss these prayers. So first he glorifies the characteristics of the Supreme Lord. So verse 2, 3, 4, 5, saying that how Lord is the cause of all causes. So he is the root cause. Sarva Karana Karanam he is. And everyone worships him all. And then he is the source of all energy. The total, all Purna, Vadam, Purna, everything is emanating from him. And he is the source, energetic source of energy, and then he creates and annihilates. But still, he is transcendental. Transcendental means, so when annihilation creation happens, he is beyond that. He is transcendental, above this material world. He is beyond this material world. So he first mentions the Lord's characteristics. Ishvara Parama Krishna Vachidananda Vigraha. So it is one of them. So maybe we'll skip some because of time. We'll go ahead. So it's not easy to understand Krishna. Like somebody it's their play. The play they are decorated with the characters of that play, and then the play they are acting. That play, then the real play we can't clearly make out who that person is, why that person is acting like that. So Lord is also like that. He's orchestrating this play. Here nobody understands him why he does things. And his equal vision he has. He is very friendly to everyone. So he has equal vision. So but he has equal vision, and he appears. His appearance is described here. That how he appears. So about his characteristics, Gajendra mentions, and then he mentions about how no one can approach him easily. Though he has this equal vision and he doesn't discriminate. Why? Because Lord's appearance is divya. So he is appearing like a human being in this middle world, like so many incarnations. Like the Rama and Krishna. Like that, so many incarnations is appearing in this middle world. At the same time, he is internal also in each atom as Paramatma. He is there. And then the process to realize him is the devotional service. Though he is in so many forms, sometimes in the ghastly form, like in the Ghora form, in the very fearful form like Nrsimhadev, or sometimes in Shanta form like Krishna, or sometimes he is like a Varaha. Last week we celebrated Varaha appearance. So different forms he appears, in different forms, transcendental forms he has. He is appearing in different forms to attract devotees by devotion service. And why one should take shelter of the Lord? There are different reasons here. He is the Supreme Father. He is the Father of everyone in the material world. The Supreme Director. So he is orchestrating everything, Supreme Lord. Now how he orchestrates everything is that he observes all living entities' desires. And then he is sanctioning those desires. The material nature, he organizes this material nature, or the material nature then provides to fulfill the desires of living entities. So he is directing everything in this material world. Like in the play again, he is not only an actor in the play when he appears in this material world, but also a director of the whole play. So for him this whole world is like a play, and he is directing everything. the Supreme Director, Gajendra is telling. And then he is Supreme Cause. And everything is because of his, the cause emanating from him, unlimited emanations. So, it's not easy to understand him. I'm getting rushed by time. There is a lot of technical details here. So, why is he telling that, that how an elephant, like how can I understand him? I am just an animal. So then he is telling that he only gives the knowledge to understand him. The Lord only gives the knowledge to understand him. So he, Lord, in the heart of every living entity, if one has a desire to take shelter of Lord, if one wants to take shelter of Lord, then Lord directs that living entity to come towards him. He orchestrates things that way the living entity will get attracted to him. So he only gives that knowledge. So anyone is like, he's thinking, I have an elephant body, how will I approach Lord? How can I? So he says, no, Lord, you only give that knowledge to. So this Vedic study and being a scholar in Sanskrit is not required. A simple heart and a desire to serve Lord is enough. And Lord directs and gives everything. So he's saying that how. And then he is a very merciful. Lord is. So not only gives us knowledge, he is very merciful. That he never inattentive, it's mentioned here. Alaya. So this verse is a very important verse, this 17th verse in these prayers. Muktaya is that, I know it's I'm not to say, but we just got important words in this one. It's one of the important words in these prayers which he offers, the general offers. One is, first of all, he is merciful, many are merciful, our friends and all, but what is the use of their mercy? Because they themselves are caught in the material world. But Lord is not like that. He is untouched by this material nature. He can provide one liberation. So who can release this one from the material world? So that's why that's his mercy. His mercy is that he has the ability to do, and he does that. So many times some people have ability. A rich man has very rich man, he has a lot of wealth, but not necessarily that he distributes that wealth to somebody needy. A rich man becomes very greedy and then he keeps accumulating money. So Gajendra is telling, Lord, you are not like that. You have the ability to deliver all living entities from this material world, and then you do it very mercifully and very eager to do it. You do that very eagerly. You deliver the living entities. And then he is a Puri Karunaya. That is your unlimited mercifulness. How you are unlimitedly merciful? Because you are never, Laya means sleeping. You are never idle or you are never sleeping. You are always alert to see that who is doing service to you and who is approaching you. You are very alert always. So Alaya it is mentioned. Alaya it is, that is very alert, not about idle. So he is always alert to see how he can deliver the living entities, how he can bring them to his shelter so that they can be relieved from this suffering of this material world. And then he is Paramatma and Prakritya Dasa. He is direct, he is direct observer, and the Paramatma is observing. Now, one may have all these qualities, like he is very merciful and then he is alert and all. But if he doesn't know which living entity is taking shelter, if he doesn't know who is doing what, then what is the use? One may be very rich and he has desire to help others also and all, but he doesn't have any means to help. He doesn't have any what do you say? He doesn't have any fund kept for it. He doesn't have any means. Like they have this charitable organization. They have the rich people. They have donate to some charity. And charity they do all the work. So like that. The Lord also is not that he is very merciful, he has means to deliver, and then he is a Paramatma, he is always looking who is surrendering, who is taking a step towards me, and is alertly seeing that. So he has the ability and he has his willingness and he has his whole presence everywhere. And then who is that? He is unlimited. So all this he is supremely unlimited. These qualities of Lord are very unlimited. So he is saying that you are supremely merciful. So he is analyzing how Lord is very merciful. So one of these important verses here, where he says that how one should take shelter of the Lord because of these qualities. And it's mentioned here how Lord is uncontaminated by the material attachments. Okay. He never uncontaminated by the material attachments, and then only liberated persons can take the shelter. Now, who all can take shelter? He is telling you. So there are different type of devotees who take shelter. That is, one is the Sakama Bhaktas. So they are interested in the four Purusha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, and there is Nishtha. So basically he's telling that the impetus for a shelter is just being the desire to take a shelter, even if they have desires or no desires. So some may have a lot of material desires what to do. Akama, Sarva Kama, Moksha Kama, Udagata, Tivrena Bhakti Yogena. It is one. So it's like, even if you have desires, when you don't have desires, one can take shelter of Lord. And Lord takes care of the both material desires and these spiritual desires. So ultimately, he's telling that, like I am not the, then for Gajendra is telling that, so unallied devotees, they doesn't want any material things from you. They do take shelter of you only for service and hearing and chanting. So, but he's saying, I am in danger. I realize now that, that your shelter is the only way to do. But I am not in a position to do your service, you can't hear or chant. But I am in great danger. So sometimes when we are in danger, asking Lord, he also considered devotion service. That says in the Nectar of Devotion, Bhagavat Sravana says that when one in great danger, asking Lord to protect us, is also considered devotion. It's not material desire. So the same thing is telling that. And then Lord, different energies now will go faster. We have 5 minutes now. So anyway, it's all.
Can we go through that one?
Oh, yeah, it's all technical thing. It's all described in this one, how different characteristics and why one takes shelter from Lord and all very beautifully. So this I'm just, you see here Bhakti Vedanta Vidyapith, I'm just presenting their presentation.
Can you go back? Sorry.
It's beautiful prayers. So anyway, the Lord then seeing his prayers, he is calling God, Supreme Lord, and then all demigods there, they understood, no, he is calling only Supreme Lord, so nobody comes there. And then Lord comes there, and the Lord and sees that Lord is coming, then Gajendra with his very weak strength, he doesn't have weak strength. He wants to, as soon as he sees Lord, he is not like worried about Lord will help me or not anything, he just sees Lord, he wants to offer a service. So he immediately picked a lotus from his, by his trunk, and then he just offered a lotus in the air. He held up a lotus to Lord, to offering a service. So just by seeing Lord, then Lord comes and pulls him out. He just pulls Gajendra, offering lotus with his trunk, then Lord just comes, pulls with his trunk Gajendra, and then the whole crocodile also comes out, and then immediately with his Sudarshan Chakra he cuts off the head of this crocodile. And then Gajendra is delivered from the clutches of crocodile. And then this personality also, crocodile is also another demigod in previous life. His name is Hulu. And then he also did an offense. So when in the lake, when the great sage Devala is bathing in the lake, this Hulu went under the water and pulled his leg. So Devala became very angry, and then he cursed him that he will become a crocodile. And then he asked for shelter, then he said, when Lord comes and delivers Gajendra, you will also be delivered. So Lord comes, and because Lord is touched by Gajendra, you see here, Gajendra transformed into a 4-handed Vishnu form. He gets Swarupya Mukti. Same form as Lord. That elephant body transformed. It no longer became material body. It's not that Gajendra soul left, the body right there and soul left. Because God touched his body, so he is transformed. And then he achieved this 400 form of Vishnu, and then he achieves the perfection. So we don't have much time for. I'll stop here. So in that sense, this is the way. So many beautiful lessons we can learn, which we discuss few of them. Where or else we are always in touch of Maya, how we can deliver ourselves. Couple of minutes in comments.
Anyone has any questions or reflections?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Can you share some insights from that Markandeya Purana that you shared in the painting? And maybe also the 12 forms of the Lord, that Shanta and all this. Hare Krishna.
I think it takes a lot of time. Markandeya Rishi, he's just establishing how Lord is Supreme Lord, because everything gets annihilated, but Lord is the only one who is lying on a banyan leaf, and he gives Markandeya Rishi in the annihilation of Brahma when he's sleeping, like I mentioned earlier. So everything gets annihilated, but he is alone. He got that. He had a desire to see the annihilation. Sometimes different people have different desires. He had a particular desire that I want to see how the annihilation is. And then he understood at that time, then he gets really frightened and he gets very fatigued. And then he calls for Lord. And he sees only Lord. So he says that how Lord is beyond this material annihilation. And also Lord had different, and the first canto there are 22 incarnations given. Different, you can read the first canto, third chapter.
Hare Krishna, Sundarnath Prabhu, thank you. My question is, if the sages are so realized, why do they keep cursing everyone and getting offended so quickly?
How dare you ask that question?
The sages are realized and they want to fast forward some entity's spiritual journey. They intervene. And then there, any sage when they curse, there is always a benediction actually. It's a blessing in disguise. One has to be a sage like that. All those things you don't know what happened. Because they will not have effect also, it's just only. But they say, so they intervene and then they just make it fast forward. Because living entity has to go through some realizations. And if they are cursed, they undergo some realizations and then they take shelter fast forward. So any sage in Bhagavatam you see, they curse, but it is all for the benefit of the person. And again it's mentioned in this chapter that how it is Lord's will again it is.
The what?
Lord's will, it's Lord's desire. So Lord has different. So nobody can put logic to Lord what he does. If you put logic to what Lord does, then our logic is greater than Lord. So whatever Krishna does, we cannot put our logic. He is beyond logic. Right? Otherwise, if he puts in our logic bracket, box of logic, then how will we separate Lord? So whatever Lord does is beyond logic. Sometimes logic won't apply to Lord. And same thing, because Lord, the sages being the pure devotees of Lord, they are so much in connection with the Lord that sometimes what they do also doesn't fit in the logic. But the result, whatever Lord does, or the sages does, the result has to be seen. The result is always glorious result. They come closer to Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So now we'll do any practical jokes, no pulling of Sundarnath's leg or no should follow asleep in meditation in the class. So thank you very much, Sundarnath, for that wonderful presentation. Now we're going to have Arti, so everyone can please stand. And Kirtan, and we're moving the chairs and things like that. Afterwards, we're going to have prasadam, some vegan feast. But now we're going to chant and dance. Grace Sundarnath Prabhu Ki Jai! Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Vimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
BBT founder Srila Prabhupada ki Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Ram Sigaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Jai.
Shri Radha Krishna Govindana Shama Radha Shri Govardhana ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Mayapur Navadvip Dham ki Jai. Ganga Maya ki Jai. Jamuna Maya ki Jai. Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Bhakti Devi ki Jai. Shri Radha Murli ke. Gaur Chandra Bhagavan ke. Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ke. Sankirtan Yagya ke. Nitagona Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the lotus feet of Shri Guru and Shri Guru. All glories to Shri Prabhupada.
So taking a moment to just be prayerful, as we offer our hearts. So first, a little prayer, connect to the soul as the soul. My dear Lord Krishna, although I have forgotten for so many long years in the material world, today I am turning towards you. Please, please accept me. Please accept my devotional service. So in this prayerful mood, may we call out to the Lord. Hare Krishna. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Radha
You're kidding.
That.
Alright.
It's here.
Oh, I put it away. These crappers.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna, everyone, and welcome to, we have some guests here who are here for the first time. I'd like to welcome all of you. Thank you very much for being here. We have a very special feast prepared today. Devotees were up late yesterday preparing it, and it is veggie burgers. I said we should have advertised it, we would have had a lot more people come today. Even yesterday, a few devotees found out and they said, oh, I'll cancel my plans to come here for burgers, veggie burgers. So we'd like to thank the cooks and the devotees who organized that. Thank you to Sundarnath who has disappeared. I hope no one offended him in the process because we don't know what might happen to you. Might take birth as an elephant. So thank him for his class and his realizations. A few announcements. Let's see, we're coming to the end of the first introduction to festival season, so we've had quite a few festivals, but we have another one tomorrow for those of you who have the day off for President's Day, which I don't think is a lot of people, but we're having a festival tomorrow to celebrate Srila Prabhupada's spiritual master, his guru. It's his birthday or appearance day tomorrow. So we will start with festivities at around 10:30, 11 in the morning. And we'll have some kirtan, and then we'll have a short talk. Then we're going to have a pushpanjali and offer some bhoga, and then kirtan, and again we'll serve a feast. For those who are following, it is a half-day fast if you're fasting, so like that. But it's a very special day to celebrate Srila Bhaktisiddhanta's appearance day. There's a famous story of Srila Prabhupada being at a temple, and the devotees said, oh, we're going to do it in the evening. And Srila Prabhupada said, no, you should do it now. And he immediately went into the kitchen and started to cook the feast himself. So that's how important it was. And so it's very, very vital for us. So like that. After that, the next big festival will be on the 13th of March. And that will be Gaur Purnima. And everyone's supposed to go, Haribol! Okay, we'll try that again because we're filming here. You know, we got to get it right. 13th of March is Gaur Purnima. That was pretty good. One more time. 13th of March is Gaur Purnima. Okay. You guys are hungry, and I like that. I can use that to my advantage. So that's the appearance day of Lord Chaitanya, who is here on the altar. So we invite everyone to please come for that. All information about the festival will be on the website. I think that's all the announcements. Anything else anyone can think of I was meant to mention? Okay, so just a reminder to everyone who's here, our prasadam we serve is free, but donations are very much welcome and encouraged. So there's a little pot back there if you'd like to drop something in it, we would mostly appreciate that. And there's also some codes you could scan and do all that stuff electronically if you don't have cold hard cash. Okay, so thank you all very much. Have a beautiful day, and thank you for coming. Hare Krishna.